to Attorney Speaks. Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Aman Saluja, who happens to be a chartered accountant and financial advisory consultant. Thank you very much, Mr. Aman. Welcome to my podcast, Attorney Speaks.
Yeah, good
We
afternoon,
have,
Manisha.
yeah, we have been trying to basically catch hold of you for such a long time, and finally you're here. So
Actually,
I'm
it was a filing time of ITR, so we were too busy in filing of ITR.
yes, it's the end. I think the date has been extended to, you were saying me 15th of this month.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I have some very interesting questions to ask you. First of all, the first question that I have prepared for you is just tell us about the craziest client story, without revealing much details and name of the person or the company. Just tell me what have you observed in this career, as one of the craziest client stories.
Let's just say I had a client who showed up with receipts stuffed into every drawer and handbags at their house. Through that and helping them straighten things out took some serious detective work. But it's taught me that for my clients, managing finance can feel overwhelming.
It is actually overwhelming, and because
Yeah.
you must be dealing with sort of clients coming from different backgrounds. Some might be super educated, tech savvy like us, or some might be like professionals who are
Yeah, yeah.
not concerned. Okay, so my next question for you, I mean, it's a general question. I just wanted to ask you, what is your opinion on cryptocurrency? And do you think the compliances in India are, way stricter as compared to the US or the other counterparts? And how should we go about it if we hold crypto assets with us?
Actually, cryptocurrency is a virtual digital assets. It's an
Yeah.
intangible assets,
Yeah.
right? And there's no such central regulatory authority on these cryptocurrencies.
In India, there is no
In India, there
central.
is no central regulatory authority, and people have cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and other Litecoin, Bitcoin, and there are n number of currency, and there are n number of wallets are there. Wajirex is there, and
Yes.
these are the wallets,
Yes.
and people are dealing through these wallets.
These wallets are not basically, are they have any supervision from the
No, no,
RBI?
no, no, no. They are not under supervision of RBI.
Okay, so
So
it's much,
it's a, unregulatory body.
okay, it's unregulated. So isn't it a risky proposition to basically
Yes,
invest
yes,
in?
it's quite a risky.
It's quite risky to, because I don't know, what about the US? I mean, they have a perfect regulatory body for such things and cryptos
No,
and
not
any.
as such. No.
Okay, so the most
But
of the assets are just risky to invest in?
these are all are intangible assets. They don't
Okay.
have any this thing. There new layers of complexity are there, and the regulation is there.
Okay, so it might be a risky proposition to basically get into the
Yes,
crypto.
yes.
Okay, okay.
And
My next,
anytime wallet can be stopped and your
yes,
currency is
yes.
gone.
Is it similar to what happened with Paytm some time back, where the wallet services were stopped? Can it
No,
be?
the Paytm is different as Paytm has not conducted the KYC of the clients. So
Yeah.
RBI is regulating the Paytm. Paytm is under regulatory authority.
Okay, so the crypto is basically unregulated, the
Yes,
crypto
yes,
space in India.
yes, yes.
Okay, that's a risky proposition. Also, I would wanted to know how do startups specifically they should prepare for the tax, season. How do you do that? Any advice
Actually,
for the
go, Actually, government is providing facilities or startup facilities, but
yeah.
startups are for this for social welfare or something for the community. Then there is a tax
Okay.
holiday for 7 years for startups.
Okay.
And
What is this tax all about? Like for 7 years they will be
they don't have
exempted?
to pay tax. There's a tax holiday for them. They don't have to pay tax for the
Okay.
initial 7 years or so.
Initial 7 years. If it's a
Yes,
startup registered with the
yes, yes, yes.
Department of Industrial Policy
Yeah.
and Promotion, DIPP. Okay, that's a fair, it's a good bit of information. Also, I wanted to know about, we always talk about myths about taxes. There's a lot of myths, about the Indian taxpayers, about taxes, or how to go about it. Would you like to address that issue? What kind of a myth, is there in
Now
the
the
tax?
taxes are quite streamlined. Actually, everything is online. Earlier,
Yeah,
there was some other software were there. Now it's all streamlined. Everything is through software only, and the websites
yeah.
are very friendly.
They are efficiently
Even a
working
layman
nowadays.
can file their own return of their own.
Yeah, yeah. But for the businesses, I think
So
the
now
auditing
the
is a must.
yeah. Now tax laws are very simplified, and now the direct from the next financial year there will be direct DTC, direct tax code,
Okay,
and this income
okay,
tax law will be abolished, and there will be
okay.
new tax laws.
There will be new tax laws.
Yes,
Okay, I got it. And when will it come into force? I mean, the next year
from next
or
financial year, I hope so.
next financial year? Okay, that's a good piece of information. Also, I wanted to ask you with artificial intelligence coming in and a lot of robotic advisors coming in, where do you see a job of a chartered accountant in 10 years from now? Probably years from now. Do you think artificial intelligence is going to take up the work of actual tax advisors and advisory bodies on taxes?
Not as such. Actually, they're just these new AI and GPT. They are just
Yeah, yeah, that,
facilitating a CA work. They are
yeah.
more precise and they are just helping the CAs. They cannot replace the CAs.
uh, uh, Helping the CAs means, do the chartered accountants take help of stuff in tools like GPT?
No replacement. These tools can be streamlined, but compliance is where CA's expertise comes in. These
Okay,
technology will make our life easier and faster, but a human
okay.
CA will need it to be there to expertise these.
True. So CA is actually a must, for every business and
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
every individual,
This,
whether it's 10 years
these are
from
the
now.
tools. These are the tools AI and GPT.
Yes. Okay. So it's a good thing. Okay. Some of the one word questions I prepared for you. I would like, since you're a chartered accountant, what's your favorite number and what's the story behind it?
Uh, my favorite lucky number is lucky number 7. So
Okay.
I born on 7th,
Okay.
and I got my car number is total 7, and what I
Okay.
it's my
So
lucky number. It's good for me.
it's your lucky number. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So personal endeavors associated with number
Yeah.
7. Okay. Okay. Also, what if you were not, a chartered accountant? What alternate careers did you think about, initially?
This is a good question. I would be a chef.
You would
Hands
be a
down,
chef.
cooking is a passion of mine, and I
Okay.
make a mean black pepper chicken. There is something
Okay.
very satisfying about perfecting a recipe, just like balancing a financial statement.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's a lot easier. It's
It's a
tastier
lot
also.
tastier also. I know about your culinary skills. Hopefully the world will get to know also. Also, the next question will be, do you like audit or advisory services? What is your favorite to do? That's
Actually, I
that's a
like
tricky.
advisory.
And why do
Advisory,
you
in
like advisory?
advisory, you are getting different type of questionnaires, different type of
Yes.
advice people seeking, different type of
Yes.
audience. So
Yes.
you will get more experience.
You're more experienced. So
Yes.
auditing is basically
Auditing is a
something
kind
which is
of
standard.
stereotype or standard. They've got
Yeah,
different
it's standard.
accounting standards. You have to follow those accounting standards.
Uh, Also, I think we have spoken about the digital assets and compliances. You have already told me that there is no as such regulatory
Yes,
body for
yes,
the crypto space, right? The digital assets. There are more digital assets like non-fungible tokens, etc. But that's we are not going to touch upon that, because since we don't already have a regulatory body. Also, what is your thought about the fintech innovations? The big innovations like Phone Pay, Paytm,
yeah, yeah,
etc.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are they
Actually,
pain in the neck, or
no,
are
no,
they
no.
great?
I'm okay. Fintech is improving compliance accuracy, timeliness, and transparency. These fintech
Okay,
companies are. There is a less room of fraud and creative interpretations, which
okay,
make it beneficial for client and CA alike.
okay.
So
So,
fintech
so you're
companies
in
are
favor. You're
yes,
in favor of the
yes,
fintech.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Fintech companies are
okay,
helping CAs in number of
okay.
ways.
And what about peer-to-peer lending? There are so many lending partners, coming, for example, Navi and so many other, companies which are, lending peer-to-peer investments. Do you think that they are going to survive in the longer run, or do you think the Indian ecosystem is ready for this, or there is a, like dire need for lending partners and lending companies to foray into, the circle?
Yeah, definitely. It will be
You
helping
think so?
peer to peer. The people are transacting like that, and it's just a collaboration. It's not a, now. It's
Okay.
not a more competition. It's more a collaboration of the
Okay. But do
yes.
you think they're unfair, as far as the rate of interest are concerned, because their rate of interest and everything else is soaring high as compared to what is, advisable or what is regulated by the RBI. So what do you think on those terms? They're like the rate of interest are massive.
That depends on demand and supply things.
So it is much of a risky proposition if you're basically paying a higher rate of interest as compared to other like options available. Anyways, so my last question to you will be, since a lot of digital innovations are happening in the fintech, etc., do you think there will be a death of the physical records? Physical records are going to be obsolete, they will never see the daylight, or is it going to be there, the paper format, the physical records? You were saying that all the filings, etc., have been online, so
Yes, yes.
the everything is tech savvy. So do you think there is any need of physical records now?
I don't think so. Now you don't even for the ITR income tax returns, you don't have to attach any documents. No proof of
Okay.
document they are asking for. No, you don't have to attach anything.
So could you tell me how is it better now and how was it before this wave of innovation?
Before, there are a lot of paperwork. You have to submit a lot of papers to the departments, and number of times these papers were lost.
Lost. Okay. Okay.
Yes, and they have to hold all the documents. They have to store the document. There were a lot of problems for storing the
Lot of
document.
problems.
Now everything is on through this Dropbox or
Yeah.
they've got big servers. Mm.
Yes, yes, to accommodate the data. Okay. So physical records, I mean, your practice, do you maintain physical records? I mean, general physical records, they are compulsory, but do you use software tools which are, auditing tools, which
Yes,
are
yes, yes,
innovative?
yes. Yes, we are
Can you give us
using
some
lot of
examples?
softwares. We are using Computex, ComputeDS,
Okay.
ClearText, Texas, and there are other softwares
Okay.
all there, and we
Okay.
are using for to facilitate our work.
Okay. So I think it has made life easy for a chartered accountant.
Yes, sort of.
Sort of. Okay. I think we have touched it is a lot of information has been given. My last set of queries will revolve around SIPs. If you could just tell me what, every it's a burning question. Everybody wants to know, SIP or direct investment. What do you what is your take
Uh,
on that?
Thing is that depends on your this thing. How much money do you have, and if you have a regular source of earning, then you should go
Yes.
for SIP.
Okay.
Systematical
Okay.
investment plans, and
Okay.
every month you invest a little sum, say 5,000, 10,000, or whatever, and for a
Yes.
long time, and you have to hold for a long time. Then there's
Long
way
time.
then the CAGR is too high.
Okay.
Yes,
The
then
compounded annual growth rate. Yes,
yes,
the
then it's
CAGR.
too high, and
It's okay.
that doesn't depends on much on the market. You just
Much.
have to hold the units.
Okay. What is the
Mutual
average
funds are
time we should
best.
hold the unit? Okay, you think. What is the average time the SIP, the unit should be held? I mean, just an aberrant average. What do you think?
You should hold these every year. You should invest at least 1 to 2 lakh
Yeah,
every year.
just a second. I was asking, what is the average time should we hold the units? Like 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, 20 years. I've
Five
heard
five
people,
to ten years.
like,
5 to 10 years. If you want some growth, CAGR is too high.
okay,
Then it's
okay, okay. So that is the average time the people should be
yeah.
holding the
Mhm.
units. Okay. So thank you so much. I think the entire session has been very informative. And I hope that this might have given some insights to the investors and to the younger generation and the startups who actually want to, like understand the game of taxes. Thank you very much for being on my podcast, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Manisha. Bye.